Hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ventura. So today I'll be doing a thoughts and reflections episode, and basically I want to talk about, I don't know if to call it perception. Yeah, let's say perception. So there's this person I follow on Twitter, and there's this time she tweeted and was like how it's so scary for her to know that people perceive her, and especially in the online space, and not just people in general, but including strangers, including people who don't share your opinions, and just literally everything, like people who are totally different from you also perceive you. And I was just like, a point to think about, point of thought. Maybe I might want to break this down and understand it, because at first I was like, I don't know exactly what it means to be perceived. But then if I go by the dictionary meaning, it basically states that it's how someone regards you, or rather being regarded in a particular way or interpreted in a particular way. And for me, I thought, okay, basically means that someone could interpret something about me or who they think I am in a particular way based on so many things. It could be based on something they've heard from someone, based on an opinion I have about something, just very random things. Even maybe they are in-person interaction with me. And then I just thought of this situation, and it's something that happened sometime this year. I mean, not that there was a significant event or an incident that happened, but I was in a situation and I was like, wow, like, people are perceiving me right now. And basically I was in this, I can call it event, and we were a bunch of people, and to be honest, majority of the people who are present were people I had not met before. So a lot of them I was meeting them for the first time, and there was still a group of people that I knew, or rather let's just say some people I knew from the entire group. And to be honest, it wasn't easy. I don't do well with a lot of people. Like, there is so much for me. It just takes so much for me to be in such a space. And I remember even seeing just a TikTok that if I'm meeting someone and someone, let's say they come with a +1 and I wasn't aware, it just changes the whole dynamic of things, because I'm those people I have to mentally prepare. So if you bring one person, I only had capacity for one today, so I can't navigate around, being comfortable around maybe two people. So I'm thinking in this particular instance, these are people I'm meeting for the first time. This is the first interaction they're having of me. And perhaps after that, they might think, oh my goodness, this girl is so rude. She's snobbish, unfriendly, doesn't say hi to people. But they am actually, which is, I think, very frowned in this. I don't know if it's culturally or whatever, but it's almost as if saying hi is always the courteous thing to do. And it's like, you might just say hi to people, greet them. And honestly, sometimes I'm not willing to do that. And I remember sometimes when I was still in uni, someone would be like, see, you just say hi, like unatupita tu hivyo kana utioni. But I'm just like, but must I say hi? Like, why should I say hi? Why should I open up myself to that situation? And after hi, what comes next? Small talk. Like, no, what if I don't want to? So that is already one thing that someone might already think, oh my goodness, she's snobbish. And for me, especially if I don't know you, I don't want to say hi, and especially if I'm not interested in talking to you later on and after, I just don't even see the point of us starting any form of interaction. But that's just me. So yeah, back to the situation. So we're in this group, it's the first time I'm meeting them, and that means everyone is having a different energy or vibe or whatever it is about them that I have not been exposed to before. So it's very absurd to think that I would immediately be comfortable around that. And so you find that when things are progressing, of course you want to just be close to the people who you're already familiar with. Their energy is familiar, their vibe. And even with the people you know, there's already a different dynamic. You're like, if it's this person, she's the one I want to sit next to. Like, I can stand sitting next to her for hours. If it's another person, you're like, no, let's just wait for this event to end, and then we can just have small talk as we walk, and that's it. Another person, you may just acknowledge their presence and be like, hi, that's it, you know. So yeah, basically that context for me was to just show that after this event is over and people go, someone might have already perceived me as something based on how I acted around them, not knowing that for me that is such an intense situation, and mentally I wasn't able to get to a point to have the capacity to get comfortable like in interactions with them. So I was like, I could see then why it is scary to have this, like, to know constantly that, you know, you're being perceived all the time. And it also gave me an understanding of how it is then possible that you can be perceived differently. Like, people can perceive you in such different ways, polar opposite kind of situation. And you know, sometimes it could be not only is this context that they are strangers and people you don't know, but it could also be a day you received bad news and you're just irritable in general. It could be a day where you received good news and you're like, you know, me just saying hi today is not too bad, or it's okay because there's this amazing thing that just happened to me. Like, today I'm feeling good. Like, there could be so many different things that could affect you. It could even be whatever event you're there for. Like, something someone could say could have triggered you during the day, and you're not in that space to be accommodating to anyone, and your perception is, you know, is made about you. This person might then go on to share with someone else, you know, their perspective of you, and then it just becomes a whole cycle of things. But then I was also like, the thing I like about being perceived is that I don't get to choose who perceives me. I can't get into a room and be like, you don't have any opinion about me, like, you just pretend you never met me or something. No, I can't do that. But because I can't do that, that means that people who have known me for a long time, people who love me, my friends, also perceive me. And I'm just like, okay, that starts putting a smile on my face. And I'm like, wow, my friends also perceive me. My friends who have known me for a long time or a short time, my friend who I have experienced certain things with, my friends who I have done this with, like, you know, they also perceive you. People who love you, people who care for you and want the best for you, also perceive you. And that is something that is so amazing, because most times that perception from those people can be a life changer, a game changer, everything for you. You know, sometimes you have how we perceive ourselves, or even how I perceive myself. I've come to learn it's like, you know, sometimes pretty different from how my friends perceive me. An example is, I might perceive myself as someone who might have nothing to show or no successes in sight, because I think that all this that I have done thus far, one, is ordinary. Two, maybe I needed help along the way. And for me, I'm like, if I needed help, I didn't even do it myself. Like, if I couldn't even do it myself, as in, like, why should it count? If I wouldn't have gotten here without help, that means without help, I'm nothing. And so you start equating yourself to not having any worth, not being valuable, and all those things. And I've come to see how my friends' perception about me has really changed a lot for me. I talk sometimes, you know, to friends, and sometimes we do voice notes and stuff like that, and my friend would tell me things about myself, and it's like we can't be holding up the same mirror and looking at the same person, because someone would just speak things about you with such like joy and think so highly of you, and they're like, oh my goodness, like wow, like oh how lovely, how wonderful for you, like you are amazing, all these beautiful things, all the things that they affirm you, things that they love about you and all that. And that changes so much, like even like in all aspects of your life, it just does wonders for you. And I think for me, that's what I wanted to think about and reflect on, the joy of also being perceived by people who love us, our friends, family, whoever that person is. That for me is a game changer. And I'm like, you know what, if I might not be able to control how a stranger perceives me or whatever, it's okay. And thank God that because I can't control it, I also can't control people who love me from perceiving me in beautiful ways, in a beautiful light, you know. So yeah, that's something that I've been thinking about, and honestly it has become a really great source of, I don't know, encouragement, if I may say, also a point of gratitude, because sometimes you talk to someone and they're just like, wow, you're like, you know, you get emotional, you're like, you can't believe it. And the more they do that for you, the more you also start believing it, and you become okay with someone who might not know anything about you perceiving you in a different way, because at the end of it all, the people who matter, and that includes yourself and probably your circle that you have chosen and created for yourself, how they perceive you after really knowing who you are, I think that's everything. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share in today's video. And yeah, you can share your thoughts with me in the comments. What do you think about this perspective? And you know, do your friends perceive you, and have they shared how they perceive you, and has that, you know, had any impact in your life, and also how you've started perceiving yourself? So yeah, that's the end of this video, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.